Yo, what is going on? It is Wednesday, April 1st, 3:10 p.m. Today we took a trade and it was indeed another L. So now officially all accounts are cooked, but I will get into that later on in the video. Like all accounts are fucking done. Like I have $770 until I lose all my accounts and draw down. So I'm just gonna size up, put them at two trades, like basically risk 350 on each trade, and just try to climb back fast. If not, I am 100% already just going to be buying two new alphas. So I'm going to keep my lead account is only down like 400, and then I'm going to have two more alphas and I'm going to trade on eval, copy trade to eval, and continue from there. And after I talk about today's price action, I am going to talk just how I feel. So let's get into the day. So coming into the day, we had this Trump candle put in. So obviously now my target is this Trump candle, and let's take a quick look at something else that I noticed. Obviously the better draw on liquidity is right here. All of this is way better than this high, but it is a Trump candle, so we want to move lower. We're going to want to move higher, but again, this could have been a protected high because we did sweep out liquidity, right? We swept out all of this, and then we shied away from it. So the Trump candle already was a protected high. So now I want to see, obviously overall I want to see us deliver. I wouldn't have been mad if we take an Asia and then continued higher to it. But if we're going to take this Trump candle before we take any other sell side, I'm going to want to see the conditions align with that. And that is exactly what I felt as though we had. So let's take a look at this internal range really quickly. So right here off of this internal range, one, we had respect of golden pocket. Okay. Two, right? First of all, let's talk about this, right? At open, pumped up. I don't know why this right here spoke to me. This trade right here, this gap getting inversed at 932 spoke to me. It's for just a 1.25 RR, something like, limit set. Something similar to this, just like this kind of. Like that. Stop a little bit bigger. Something like this, basically. And it would have played out beautifully. I forward tested that. But it's not the way that I've been trying to trade. Okay, and then right here, then we have this internal SMT created right at open where ES does not take out this internal low. As you can see right here, ES was leading the bullish indication. We then have a sell-off where fib does not play any role in here, but we create a nice sell-off right here, leaving behind this upper 1 minute gap. What I've been trying to do is take the premium 1 minute gaps to the buy side liquidity, right? Then on that trend back up, we create a 5 minute, but we never got anything there. This is what I want to talk about. This internal SMT was created, right? As you can see how ES swept this. Where's it at? ES ended up taking out this low. You can see right here. While NQ stayed above it. Conditions. Remember how I spoke about I wanted to see conditions align with my reasoning to go higher if we're not going to sweep out any sell side? Well, we had this 5 minute, yes, inverse to the downside, but then re-inverse back to the upside. Not only did we have the 5 minute inverse to the upside, we had the 15 minute get inversed back to the upside. Okay, cool. So conditions now are in my favor. We had that premium 1 minute gap, SMT leading us higher. News ended up delivering us higher because we had 10 a.m. news, a very news heavy day. A lot of news today. We had 10 a.m. news end up delivering. It wasn't strong news. Like, look at the shitty ass candle. But it did end up delivering us ultimately higher. Where did I fail though today? To end up like this. I entered in chop. Like, if I'm going to want to see this, like, obviously I want to see displacement through it. It would have had to happen at least by here. At least by 10:05, 10:07 the latest. Only a little bit of chop, right? But I let it go out until 10:15, and we spent 13 minutes in chop, which I then got chopped out and seen it deliver. That's where I failed. Lack of displacement. Now, I seen these 4 candles, 1, 2, 3, 4. I love the displacement. That's the only reason I answered was these 4 candles, because in my mind, if we are going to break out of this chop and we're going to shoot up higher, it's going to happen like this. And we had a really perfect inverse. My limit got filled, and before it even registered that it got filled, I was out of the trade. The trade literally took 2 seconds. I swear to you on everything I love. That is 4 L's in a row, 4 trades in a row where I didn't see profit. And mentally up here, I'm fucking cooked. Like I was saying, all my accounts are now like 700 away from being gone. But what I am going to do is I'm going to buy new evals, bro. I'm not allowed to quit. I'm not. There's not a bone in my body that's letting me quit. I have to figure out any situation that's gonna work. This style of trading, I like it. It just was a rough day, man. Just was a rough day, man. Just a really fucking rough day, man. Just a fucking really rough day, bro. And it's been rough this whole entire year. I have one win and it's April. So everything's gone. Essentially just everything's toasted. I mean, my lead account's down $422, so that's not bad at all. Nothing bad at all. But it only has like 1,500 in drawdown because we did win ones on that. And then my other accounts is at 48774, 48774, 48700, 450. So they're all like right about to be gone. I am going to be risking up to where basically, you know how they have like, essentially they have $700 left, right? They have 770 something. Things like 774 or something like that. Essentially what I'm going to be doing is making it 2 trades. So like, let's say we have 300, like let's say we're, instead of, essentially where I'm risking 350, right? So if I'm risking 180, that means we'd be multiplying it by 1.8. So 180 times 1.8. So I'm risking 190 times 1.8. So yeah, we're just going to 1.8 it, right? So let's say we're going, well, 190 times 1.8 would equal 342, right? 342 times, let's say 1.2 RR is $410. That'll dig us a little bit out of this hole, I guess. You know, 3 wins in a row, get a nice little win streak, and we're back to break even. So that's just the goal. That's like my last hope. Let's keep the positive mindset. That's the plan going into it. But I don't know what it is. Like, I just can't win. And I'm fucking trying, and I'm fucking trying, and I'm fucking trying, and I just can't fucking get it, dude. As much as I try, as much as I'm disciplined, as much as I follow every single rule, it's just not aligning for me. But just because it's not aligning doesn't mean I can fucking quit. There's not anything in this fucking world that's going to let me quit. I made that promise to myself to never lie to myself again, and I come on here and I say that no matter what, I promise I'm not going to quit. So even if I give it a 2-3 year time frame, that's still quitting. I can't lie to myself. I told myself none of that lying to myself shit no more. So, and I apologize for the cursing. But yeah, I'm not allowed to quit anymore. I just got to find the way. I have to continue to work. I have to work harder, bro. 110% I have to work harder, and I have to find the fucking way for this shit to fucking work. That's what it comes down to. I get it's fucking rough. I get I failed all my goals already. I get I'm not where I wanted to be. Almost a year ago, 11 months ago when I started learning about trading, that I thought I could have been further. In general, in my mind, I could have been further than this, but I'm not. And that's okay because maybe I'm not prepared for it. My journey is different than everybody else's journey. Like I said before, I need to learn to love the process and enjoy the process and just grow from it. I've already grown so much in the last year that I'm super thankful for. But this is the last part that needs to get achieved. Conquered. There we go. Fuck achieved. And no matter what obstacles come my way, I have to work through it. I'm blessed to be able to have these struggles. I'm blessed to be able to come on here and show my losses. I'm blessed to have the opportunity. So I need to just continue to work. It's obviously not easy. It's rough mentally, and it hurts me on a day-to-day basis, but it is what it is. I just got to keep working, man, no matter what. And with that being said, I will catch you guys tomorrow. Peace, love, positivity. Never give up on yourself.